moment. We're almost here. Give me one more moment. Also, shoutouts to Battery, who incidentally has ensured that Torny and I make it into Async or Swim. Just another moment. I have to fix something. It was brought to my attention right just a minute ago that I need to fix something that's due shortly. So one moment. Okay. We're basically back. Okay. Sorry that took a moment there. Sorry that took a moment. Hello. Uh, what was going on with my... So, I discovered that the form that I used, which the first place I thought to look for a form to submit was a thread that said, like, about async or swim, and it had a submit form thing. But it turns out that form was actually, like, that was an old post that wasn't noticed that it was still up, and linked to the submission form from last year. So Beavers, I had to message Beavers about something, and Beavers was like, wait, if you're doing this though, why haven't you submitted your YAMLs yet? And I was like, what do you mean? I literally submitted my YAMLs. I was like, I did submit my YAMLs. What are you talking about? I submitted them yesterday. Beavers is like, no, you didn't. What do you mean, no, I didn't? I'm like, hold on, wait a moment. Hold on. I need it. Deadly, submit your YAMLs. And so, to be clear, this, I think, was unlikely to affect most people. I, in part, like, I am, it was brought up that, like, Peepus's server has not been, like, as utilized, so I was trying to, like, use, the things for Peepus's and, like, be more focused there, because I've always been using Beaver's server for stuff. So... But I don't think most people probably look for, like I looked in the, like, what is async or swim channel, as opposed to, like, a pinned comment, in the channel that I was in. So, like, that was, like, a kind of on me thing. But I think there's a non-zero issue that another person could do the same thing, So, beat this. Let me say hello. I didn't, we're a little late to actually coming over here because of It's okay though. Everything's fixed. Queen, GG on first. Deadly, GG on Tritos for the Starvin' Boybies. They literally just had their lunch. Well, I guess now it's like 45 minutes ago, but we'll wait a little bit to give him Tritos. But he's back now. Look at him. Look at him being back. Beavers, thank you for letting me know that you did not have them, because I can absolutely tell you, I was just thanking Autumn on her stream. If it had not been for me going to tweak Autumn stuff for her, then it wouldn't have been brought up. Beavers brought up that I had not done it, and then I just wouldn't have been submitted, and I was submitting for Torny and me, so like, that would have been a huge bummer. Dan, hello. Welcome back. Aki Art, by the way. Lorgan, hello. Thank you for the good luck. Dan, I will add Cosmic Eclipse to my queue. I do have like, I think at least 10 games in the queue. I'm gonna try to get to all of the games in the queue today, but we'll see. It depends on if I get very sucked into one. Sometimes I get very sucked into them, and I play them longer than I mean to. You cannot see the game yet. This is true. This is true, because I don't have a game going yet. We are on the home page. This is the home page. Happened to me last async or swim. It's been resolved. Let's see, made sure my animals were submitted. I thought I already had. Oh. Etty. I could see, I almost did it in Beaver's server once too, because Beaver's has something. Because Beaver's like, at one point just named the current one just async or swim, and then named another one async or swim. What was the... There was something, I don't want to go figure it out right this minute, and it's possible the channel doesn't exist anymore. But I do remember in a previous event that I had pinned a channel that had a submit form, and the channel was like still there, and it was still named in a way that it would have been very easy to use the wrong channel. Can Google Forms be terminated? Like when the submission deadline's over, and like, you know, late game submissions over, can you end them? Because then you would 100% be able to make sure that couldn't happen. I want to keep them forever. Okay, fine. I also initially submitted YAMLs to the wrong form, but I caught it. Wait a second. How is everyone doing this? Oh my goodness. Shoutouts to Queen, who apparently read the form. I did not read the form, as Beavers has pointed out. Like, I read the form enough to answer the questions, but I didn't read the top of the form. So... Anyway, let's go ahead and open up the game. I mean, I don't know if everyone's finding it from yours, Peepus. It's very possible that people are finding it from Beaver's, because I know that I opened up the wrong form from Beaver's server in a previous event. But I decided this time, especially because, you know, Beaver's putting out, like, last async or swim, there was like an issue where some people were in Peepus Cord and some people in Beaver Cord, and so that, you know, had led to a little bit of communication issues. And so I decided, from my own personal preference here, that to balance things out, I just wasn't going to use Beaver Cord really that much this time. I mean, if that ends up being where, like, voice chat, like, is a lot of times, I might be there for that. But I was just gonna do everything in Peepus Cord this time, because I hadn't been doing that. So, like, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna bring balance to the asynchrosphere.
Asynchrosphere.
Yeah, the asynchrosphere. I also have off and on, I probably shouldn't tell you this in case I do it, but I keep off and on deciding if I want to submit something that kind of meta warps async or swim, which would be cursed. I probably won't do that, but I thought about it. I thought about it in the past. Just terrible meta warping. There is some very fascinating things that exist for that you could just submit as an AP world and then they affect generation. But I wouldn't do that. I mean, I have thought about doing it. I never would actually. I think, yeah, that's what I mean to say. I would never actually do that. I would just think about it and think that it's funny.
Starting
what?
The one that
is this the new one? Oh my god.
Yes.
Wait, why did it get added?
Wait, no. Cosmic Eclipse. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, what? This is the next one up on my queue.
You're...
All right, Tony over here scared me. But abandon the queue. Okay, so this is Crimson Hour. Crimson Hour. This looks like it is also one that's being based on. Oh, you so right, Tony, so right. This is the current game. This one looks like it is also using the idea of the Count, probably based on Crimson Hour. I'm getting some Dracula vibes. We have a... Oh! We can shoot.
Shoot Dracula.
Yeah. Let's play. Dracula with a gun. Shoot to start. Okay, I kind of love that. I feel like I should have a... Oh! Am I supposed to be shooting me?
Are we...
Is there anyone I'm not... Yeah, like...
Shooting vampire hunters?
Maybe. Boop. Does this mean we're Dracula with a gun?
I think we actually are, yes.
Yeah,
Dracula with a gun.
I feel like I should have one of the light guns. Why can't I shoot you? What? What? I'm so...
Shoot to reload.
Oh, God, I really should... This really is arcade game style. Okay. Oh, my goodness. No! Yeah, I feel out of place not having a light gun for this. Gosh, I thought we already established I don't know how to read. You know, this is cute. This is like, you know, a classic, like, arcade game. Ah. Is it Wilhelm screaming when I get hit? I wish I could reload whenever I wanted to. Cat Quest AP World. Ooh. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? How was your Wednesday? How is your Wednesday, my dudes? Your Willow Roll Wednesday, if you will. Oh, we're doing terribly. Oh, no. No. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Ah! Yeah, needing to click the bottom of the screen when there's like a donate button right at the bottom of the screen is kind of annoying. Oh. Your car battery died today. Oh no. Oof. Brings much after reading the Rust handbook, I can imagine. Okay, this is also cute. We get to do like an input, input your name for your score. Excellent. Excellent. How do we submit? Save score. Leaderboard. Oh my god, the count has such a high score. Such a high score. Midnight Fiend. That was cute. That was cute. It's very simple. Like, I don't know if this progresses at all. I assume that it's mostly just this. But I do think that it's a very cute thing. Like, you don't really see traditional arcade games like it's like what, House of the Dead style. Although I guess House of the Dead would have you moving through a thing.
Man, this is like classic mall arcade shooter game where you're just shooting the zombies or the terrorists or
Yeah, exactly.
whatever the heck the enemy is.
Did we have a narrative? Was there an actual story going on? I'm gonna say I don't think there was actually a story going on. That's okay.
I mean, I guess that you're a Dracula with a gun shooting vampire hunters.
You
But
bring up a good
that's
point. It had
barely a
theming,
story.
which like there was an implied story, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now why did Dracula have a gun? That would be a very funny. That sounds like something that'd be out of like a Blade movie or something. Just like Blade goes to Dracula, and then just Dracula pulls out a gun. That sounds like it probably did happen. Like, I don't know. The problem is, you need Dracula in this context to still be like classic Dracula, or it's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like very classic castle in a castle Dracula.
It can't be like Blade.
Yeah. Artwork. I liked the artwork. Audio seemed good audio. All right. There we go. The next game we have Chrono Phase. Chrono Phase. Ooh, little cute game. I'm gonna see if my controller works for this game. Okay, my controller does not appear to work. Ah. Ah. I can't jump anymore. Hey, you didn't forget the tech in my backpack. These caves are massive. I think it might be time to set up soon for the night. Wait, did you hear that? Oh my god, it's an eyeball. Oh my god, it's an eyeball! Oh gosh, I'm scared! Hide! What are you doing? I'm scared, but this is just fascinating. It's gone! Mabel! Mabel, what has happened? Mabel? Mabel? I don't understand. What did that thing do? Oh my god, the eyeballs cubalize people. Very lucky the extra warranty has the car battery covered. Yeah, it's very good. Oh my, there's others down here. Be careful. Something has happened to my friend. We both fell down and couldn't get back up. There must be another way. Oh, are you going to find a way out? Be careful. A big eye thing did this. You could be next. What are you doing? Get off. Listen, your friend is a platform now. That's just life. Uh-oh. Oh. I feel like an ongoing oh god, I can't go backwards. Okay. Well, an ongoing somewhat issue in this jam is going to be a lot of things that feel like they should be like one-off mechanics in a game are like central mechanics. Like this feels like an interesting section for a game, but I kind of hate that we constantly just have to wait for stuff like, you know, a voice is heard emanating from that block. Hello? I don't know if you can hear me. A big eye appeared out of nowhere, and all of a sudden a flash filled the room, and now I can't move. Many have passed through here, but the echoes have been silent. I heard one of them talking to the other, some secret magical power that resides in the cave. I don't know what they meant by that. Good luck, be careful. Okay, talking block. No. No. Oh. Oh. Well, I thought that was safe. You got the Medallion of Revival. It has something inscribed on it. Magical pendant that grants its user a one-time revival against magical beings and their powers. Medallion activates instantly upon the user being attacked. Okay, so we intentionally die here. I see. A voice. A voices echoes from that block. We, the people who fell down into this cave, heard of another other exit, but our confrontations with that being resulted in this. There is hope of being able to save the people, although that could be a myth. No one has ever gotten the answers. I have ruined everything. Oh no. Oh no. No! Okay, we didn't ruin everything. Okay, I ruined everything. That's gonna be too low, I'm pretty sure. But yep, too low. Yeah. Hello, Jyware. Hope you're doing well today. There is a oh, that is cool. Thank you. Don't there's arrows. Nope, there's death. There's still death. There's even more death. Aha, less death. This is the furthest I got in this cave whilst conducting my investigation. I am an explorer who loves old caves like these. A being that is thousands of years old. Avoid it at all costs. A mere person stands no chance against this. Nope, you know, that one's on me. I I don't know why I did that. Ah, no, that's too high. Okay, there we go. No. Mr. Kebab, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well today. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, that was not ideal. That might be okay. Nope. There we go. Oh my, wait! Is this real? I'm back! Yippee! He did it! He actually did it! He pressed the button of unrockification! Oh, I must have been down here for years! Wait, I can see my hands! This can't be, I'm so happy! Oh my gosh, yes! Say it is so, Mabel! Oh, I can see you! I can see you! I think I'm back to my normal self again! Excellent, wonderful.
Ah, you've ruined everything.
Wait, you can talk?
I froze them and you restored them, and now you are mine. And as for your precious revive toy you found, take this.
Oh my gosh. You've stolen our revive toy! Terrible.
Feeble little medallion, good luck outrunning me now. The medallion of revival.
Oh wait, this is probably not it. The medallion of revival is now powerless. What am I going to do? Well, probably not use the medallion of revival. Is it... Wait, Deadly, do you mean strong bad, but also no? Or do you mean super bad? Wasn't super bad a movie from like 10 years ago or something? Oh no, it's still not working. What's still not working? Oh no!
One last chase until you become mine forever.
Oh my! What's that over there? I hope it's a button that is the destroy the eyeball button. It's the exit! I need to run as fast as possible, else I won't make it! I gotta go! I'm not going to make it, I must keep going! It's so far away! Oh! Oh, there's a bunny person. Hey, I'm Bunny! Don't think twice, just hold my hand. I have a power to get us both out of here. And revoke! Blah. Ooh. That's a character and mechanic from your last year's entry. Oh, that's very cute. That is very cute to have like a callback to a previous jam entry. I love that. And we're out. That was a close one, boy. How did you do that? You can teleport? It's just my trusty pad I have here. It's always getting me out of scrapes. Oh well, you're all free to go now. Maybe it's not such a good idea to fall into caves you've never been in before. And be honest, I should take that advice myself. What do you mean you don't want to explore anymore, Mabel? Have you forgot what happened in here? I am not stepping foot in one for a very long time. Mabel! Mabel! Well, it looks like everything's back to normal. See you around. Excellent. Is that moon gonna be an eyeball? Is that moon about to eyeball us? No, just regular moon. Okay, I thought we were gonna get eyeballed. I'm gonna be honest, I thought we were about to get eyeballed. Thank you for playing. Press A to restart. That was cute. That was cute game. Thank you for linking the game. I feel like now to have the universe context, I feel like I'm gonna need to go play one of the old jam entry. Future me will need to go do that. Alright. No. Nope, that's the wrong button. I mean, this would be where the previous... Oh, I saw the previous one there. What is... Creativity? I was pretty creative. Cool. Enjoyment? I enjoyed... I didn't... The thing that I did not like about it is I don't like needing to wait. I don't know if there's a way, like... It was less of an issue in the later levels, but it was more of an issue in the first like levels where it was like, okay, you just have to wait for this to happen. I hate just waiting. I'm very impatient.
I hate
Like I'm just like, oh, I don't want to wait. Just let me run and jump. I think there were a few. I think that there were a few that it did seem like that we could get around that. It was just there was some there was some where like you couldn't like because you had to wait for the freeze to happen. And then I guess that kind of happened in the areas right after getting the revival medallion too, where it's like you have to wait to freeze so that you can jump again. It's like I really wish I could just instantly have the eyeball happen like when I wanted it to. But that's okay. Narrative, you know what? Not many of the games have actually had a narrative. This had a whole narrative. There was characters, there was lots of narrative. Artwork, I like this artwork. I like I feel like artwork is always a tricky one because there's a lot of things that sometimes have artwork and it's like they might have a lot of artwork, but it might not be the most cohesive. It's like minimal artwork is great when it's all like cohesive and everything. This all look nice. Audio, thought the audio was pretty good. Boom. All right. And now for the next game that's been linked. Let's see. We have the Gambler's Clock. Up. But yeah, Jyware, I hope you have good luck in your jamming. The Gambler's Clock. Well, a gambler who has entered a deadly clockwork challenge. Ooh. Somewhere, you can just drop it in chat. Okay, links that are put in chat, I open a tab for them, and then I am going through them in the order that I was sent them. How to play. You are a gambler who has entered the Gambler's Clock, a deadly clockwork challenge where every move is a bet. Before time runs out, drag up to 5 cards into the action slots to plan your moves. When the countdown ends, or you press execute, your piece automatically performs the cards in order. Reach the finish flag while avoiding spikes, using dice to climb, jumping over hazards, and rotating when the path changes. If your plan fails, you'll restart from the checkpoint and try a better strategy. Drag and drop, mouse scroll to zoom, hold right mouse button and drag to rotate, skip time, execute plan actions. Okay. Wait, what's going on? Hold on. I don't. What am I moving though? Okay, we're just moving this like 1, 2, 3, 4 forward. Okay. Okay, so this is like the very straightforward. The very straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Um, the things where you like are just inputting like programming steps, basically. Skip 1 block, I see. Okay, we need to jump one. Boop. Okay, now we're facing the right, so we need to turn around. Okay. I think that's supposed to trip you up if you turned left, because we would have just gone that way. So we need to go forward 1, 2, 3, and then we need to go right. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this was the climb on object, I see. Okay. Alright, let's see. Go right 1. So we need to turn to start with. And then move 1. And skip 1. And then 1, 2, 3. Ah! Uh-oh. Okay, so we turn left. Then we need to skip 1. No, we need to move 1. Move 1. Skip 1. Dash 3. Climb. There we go. What's it called when you set like a 3D model like that and the perspective moves opposite of your mouth? I don't know. I don't know what that name would be. I know like in general, 1, 2, 3. I think we just do that. Whoops. Like I know in general there's it's like a flying term because it's whether or not like rotation is around an axis, like the camera is around an axis, like the player is an axis around the camera or not. Like that's a whole thing. Um Turn left, move no, move 1, skip 1. There's definitely a term for it because there was a huge shift in like in games. If you look at like older games around like very early like PlayStation 1 and N64 games, that's when a lot of things were playing around with like these 3D environments. But because that was newer, we hadn't like figured out what feels really good to people yet. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's just this. Okay. So you can find a bunch of games that did in fact have the camera treat the player like it would be like an over the shoulder camera kind of thing, like Army Men. There was a Army Men Sarge's Heroes was a game from that era. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones where the camera literally like went around like in a weird way. So we need to move forward one, we need to turn left one, we go forward one, we need to skip, and then we need to do that. You should try Killer Time. Hello, if you want to post a link to it, I will add it to the queue, but it will be a bit. I have like I think about a dozen. There's like a dozen things ahead right now. But I am definitely open to links. I will play every one that gets linked. Climb, and then 1, 2, 3. Boop, and then skip a block. No, skip. And then move. All right, has been added. Okay, so we need to turn around. So 180 degrees. And 1, 2, 3, 4 moves. Boop, boop. Ah, ah, hold on 1 second. One moment. Okay, we need to go forward 1, and then turn left, and then forward another 1, and then climb, and then climb. Okay, and then skip a block, and then skip a block, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Oh my god, that's not. No, 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 no. Okay, I think we're gonna call it there. I don't know how many levels are left, but no, no, no. Quit counting. Oh, there's a comment here. Well, you can only get to level 10 right now anyway. You cannot actually beat the game right now. That's okay. All right. Creativity. I'm a little torn on creativity. This game really came down to the very standard like programming, typically mini game that's in a lot of games. Like, Puzzle Agent has a section that does it. But I mean, a lot of games have like program this thing mini game that is this, and I mean, like this thing comes up a bunch. Um, it did do it in a way where it's like, okay, um, we're doing a big countdown for reasons, and we're on a clock. And for some reason, it was gambling. Okay, hold on. Let me go read the description again. I'm like, what was the discussion? What was the link? Try all 5. If you're talking about for the game that you posted, I won't get to that for quite a while. There's, like I said, there's about a dozen games ahead of it. Okay. You're a gambler who has entered a deadly clockwork challenge where every move is a bet. Wait, why is every move a bet? You have to 5 cards from the action slots. I'm very confused on what the story for this is. Like, I guess nothing about this to me says that we're a gambler other than it's just saying we're a gambler. And like I don't understand why every move is a bet. Like there's no betting that's going on. Like this kind of feels like this kind of feels like nonsense to say that there's a story, but there's not a story. There was no actual like story at all. We were a chess piece. To be clear, I think it's fine. One of the things they stressed about in this jam is that not every game needs to have every category. They stressed the fact that like it's okay. That's why there's not an overall. Like there wasn't an overall rating this time and stuff. They wanted you to be able to not need to work on everything. And so it's okay. It's okay to have a game without a narrative. We've played lots of games that are good that don't have a narrative. I don't understand why this game has text to imply that there's a narrative when nothing about the actual game indicates that there's a narrative. Like the game description just feels so out of place. Like it kind of feels like if your calculator came with a little insert that had a whole story on why the numbers are in the calculator, and it's like you're a calculator. Like, what? Okay, now I really want to write a story for why there's numbers in a calculator and make it fit on an index card and just slip it into a bunch of calculators. Excuse me, college campus. Can I put this in your calculators? No, you can't. Please? Well, if you ask nicely. I did like the music. I will say they picked, even though they didn't create the audio, they picked very catchy audio that felt very good. Artwork. The artwork was pretty good. I liked the clock thing. I don't know if they created that. I don't think it was listed in their assets that it wasn't created by them. The clock thing was cool looking. The rest of it felt like it was just assets found. Okay, now I need to look at the page again. Yeah, I mean they don't mention that the assets are from anything, but like it feels like they probably were because it was like a random chess piece and then some dice. Like they didn't have anything to do with a clock, so like they just felt like random assets. They certainly weren't a gambler. Narrative. I guess I'll put a 2 for narrative because they wrote a story, even if I don't think the story is actually applicable to the game. I'll put a 3 for creativity. I don't think this game did anything to really change the format of the standard programming like puzzle games, so I don't. Yeah, I think that's about where we're at. All right, what is the next game? Let's see. Overbore. Every shot counts. Oh. Dev and Programmer by Irian. Dev Programmer, Irimus. Modeling, Scully. Modeling, Elizabeth Bextro. Music, Sir Dingledink. Level design. 2B2 Bark. Oh, sorry. 2B2 Arc. Anything. Again, as I've said like 3 times now, it's not like I will eventually play it. There's like 12 or so games ahead of it. So no, not after this. Eventually. But like but again, not next. It'll be a while. Not even necessarily today. It might be tomorrow. Yeah, no worries. You might not have heard earlier because I did say that earlier, but that's okay. Uh Controls. Move with WASD or left stick. Oh, okay. We're gonna try playing with controller. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if controller works. I feel like controller doesn't always like web builds, but I do like controller. Oh, oh. Okay. I don't know why I thought playing a first-person shooter with a controller was gonna be a good idea. Ah, we're dead. Oh. Oh. Wait. Hold on. So hold up. So we have to kill all the enemies, but we can't. Hold on. How does this work? Wait a moment. I see. I see.
Okay.
Oh, we can make them shoot each other. Oh my god. Okay. Hold up. Oh! Okay. I feel like the way to do this is to get everybody to just shoot each other. Oh. Enemies move to cover when they spot you, it won't save them. Okay. Your slugs are perfect for boring through these chumps. Get both of them in one shot. Oh. Barrel is too far from them. Kick it over there. Oh, wait. How do I kick? Oh. I see. The sensitivity is so high. That's okay. Oh, wait a second. What? Hold on. Wait, can we go in the ceiling? Hold on. Now I have a new goal. A new goal to get in the ceiling. Oh. Oh. Okay. We have got to a different part of the level that's not probably not intended to be accessible. This is great. I love this. Well, that's not ideal. All right. I need one of their bullets to hit this person because we only have one shot left. Are their bullets never going to reach this person? Do they like despawn after a bit? Oh, they do. The bullets don't go like farther than this. Oh no. That means you can't shoot each other. Okay. How do I get y'all to die? Oh. Well, that didn't kill you. There we go. No, I didn't get you this time. And I missed that one. Okay, well. We have to at least beat the first level, you know? Yeah, that's my bad. No, no, no. Nope. Yeah, I really gotta... Why did that barrel just go flying? I hit the reset button on accident. Oh my god. There we go. Wait, is it the one level? It might just be the one level. It is the one level. Oh, pull up 1 second. I did not mean to. Okay. Uh, wait, right mouse. Hold on. There was a kick button. Wait, what? Anyway, all right. This was an interesting game. You had the kind of like bullet timey stuff going on of like games bullet time. The idea of like being limited on shots isn't new, but I had fun. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Super Hot, which also had like usually like a, if I remember correctly, a limited like a limited ammo thing. It's been a long time since I played Super Hot. All right. Let's see. Creativity. A lot of what this did, I have seen before. I don't necessarily think it was the most creative, but I did have fun. Like enjoyment. I had lots of enjoyment. This is a thing that I enjoy doing. Um I like kind of puzzle shooters, which I think is, this is what this went with. Um I'm pretty bummed that there was only the one level. If there had been multiple levels, like it would have been fun to see how the other levels worked. Um I also could have seen like with the voice, the audio very good. The voice when you first launch the game and it's like counting up like as it's loading the shells, and then the countdown is very, I don't know, it very thematic. It kind of reminds me of like this doesn't remind me of like old Blood Rain. What makes me think of that is like it's very like calm. I picture it as very calm, like a gothic like shooter protagonist. I don't know. They're good. I don't think there was a narrative though. That was fun. Okay, what is next? Next is that was Overboard. Next is you can count on the count. You can count on the count. You can count on the count. Did you know that you can count
On the count.
on the count? How to play? WASD QE. Oh my gosh, this count can become a werewolf. Oh my goodness. The count isn't a calculator. Your sanity timer counts down all transformed using abilities. Upon reaching 0, you lose control and attack everything around you. Oh. We got some volume settings. I like that. Oh, that's way too loud. Oh my god. Ah. No, what the heck? Did I somehow close the tab? What? Weird. I don't really like that I can't see what all is being attacked. I can't tell like what the radius I'm supposed to be protecting is. Well, you saved the town. Did I? Did I? Level 2. I mean, I think all of the villagers lost their houses, so I'm not quite sure if we saved the town, but you know, I guess we'll take it. No! Oh gosh, we just ate all the people. Oh no. Oh no, we're not saving this town at all. We're going crazy and eating them all. You saved the did we? Again, I don't really feel like that's true, but okay. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna play more levels of this. I think I'm good. Right click. I don't know what the difference between a right click and left click was. You can count on the count. The count must not let the villagers down. Countdown. But I can't count. So can I count on the count if I can't count? You can count if you wanna. You can count right on the count. But if you don't count when you've got to count, well then you don't count. Oh. I am curious. I'm not gonna click these right now, but I'm curious as to if the sound effects that they used are actually like free to use. Because there's like I used these from YouTube. Like, wait, what? What does that mean? What does I used these from YouTube mean? YouTube sound effects. I see. I see. Fascinating. Creativity. I mean, I thought it was pretty creative. We'll say it's pretty creative. Enjoyment. I don't think this was a game for me. It. I don't know. There was a non-responsiveness that I didn't enjoy. I don't know how to. I don't know. Narrative. We were protecting. Was there a story? Wait, hold on. I don't think there was a story. I think this was just like a play on words. I'm gonna say there wasn't. Well, I guess we already agreed earlier that as long as there's some sort of cohesive thematically like theme going on, it's kind of a story. So we'll give it 2. There's not nothing. It's not tic tac toe where there's zero narrative. There's for some reason Count Dracula is protecting this fat village and can be a werewolf. Artwork? I mean, the artwork all seemed good. That was pretty solid artwork. Audio? Yeah, it seemed pretty good for audio. For audio in a game jam. All right. Let's see what is next. Accidentally opened my Noita notes. Opened old Noita notes. Micro Mayhem. Oh my goodness. Micro Mayhem. Enter the chaos. It's you. Move with WASD or arrows and rotate with Q or E. Your life ticks down, but don't worry, you can eat the lowest health module attached to you by pressing spacebar. Propeller. These modules provide speed boost. Fire away. These modules are your main offense weapon. Provide. Just watch for your aiming. Make you strong. Okay. I don't like moving in this. Oh gosh. Why can't it just go to where my cursor is or something? Oh. Yeah, this is like worse than tank controls. I mean, it's like a weird variant on tank controls. Like, because you use WAS, like you'll notice I'm going like I go up, left, right, down, but then I need to rotate to, because like the gun doesn't go where my cursor is, and I can't just rotate with my mouse. This feels terrible to control. This feels really bad to control. Oh, we're dead for some reason. I could do better. I'm gonna try it one more time. Now that I understand like how we're... Oh, okay. That's not what I want to do. Oh. Can we restart? Okay. I want to do that. It, I feel bad because I feel like there's an interesting idea kind of going on in this game. But like it feels like there was a lot of effort put into making the system exist. And that's pretty cool. But like I don't understand I don't understand, like, if this was really thought to be fun to play. It just feels so bad to control anything. Oh my god. Okay, we're just gonna accept defeat. Like, are there people that enjoy this? Are there comments? There's no comments right here. Like, I'm curious as to if somebody enjoys the controls on this. The controls just feel so bad to me. Yeah, would have preferred to rotating with mouse would have been really cool. Well, I mean, there are comments on the other page sometimes too. That's why I was like checking that before I came over here. Have you played Realm of the Mad God? I don't think so. Doesn't sound familiar.
I think I did a long time ago.
Enjoy the countdown, incorporation. Yeah, there was an interesting. I agree with this too. The usage of the theme was interesting because the cells were deteriorating, and like your main core was, and you were supposed to be absorbing some of the cells. My issue the first time is I didn't see more cells pop up, although I did the second time, so I'm not sure something wasn't working quite right with the spawning of new cells. Um, yeah, John, if there had just been, if there had been like mouse aiming, like I'm fine with Q and E being used to rotate in general. The problem was like needing to strafe around and rotate was seemingly impossible. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe if I had both hands on keyboard and maybe that's what they were going for. Maybe what I was supposed to do is have my right hand on the rotating thing. Okay, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna try one more time because I think maybe I understand what they're going for. I think. Oh, that's also very frustrating when that happens. Okay, let's get a gun. There we go. Yeah, I understand what they're going for. It's an idea. Oh, oh, oh no. Well, we're doomed. Oh god, yeah, we're super doomed. We're super duper doomed. Hmm. I don't think I can win without gun pieces. Oop, oop. Yeah, we're also rotating just I think based on what our body shape is. Like there's a bit of a drag, and the drag causes rotation. So like because because I had a part like that was tailing me, it would cause drag. See, and then the drag is causing a rotation. It can fight against my other rotation. Oh my gosh, a gun spawned. Yep. Got your nose. All right. So I will say, when I finally understood what they wanted with the controls, it does feel a lot better. My issue was that I thought they wanted me to be using WASD with a laser. Oh. No, I didn't mean to eat the laser. I hit spacebar as confirmation for got it. But you can't do that apparently. You have to click it with the mouse, but I don't have a hand on my mouse anymore because the controls want me to be using Wait, is that for me? Oh, a spiky. Contact damage is enough to take down the strongest of enemies. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yep. Anyway, what I was starting to say before I was terribly upset because of the other thing. I feel like the game presented me that I would use WASD to move and then Q and E to rotate, and that's unhinged. Like that is terrible. It makes no sense. But what I realized upon looking at the buttons more is that there were two options for each thing. And the other options, the brackets for rotation, make sense for your other hand. So Q and E are your rotation if you use arrow keys. So each hand gets a thing. But that didn't make sense to me when they first presented it. When they first presented it, I was like, well, I'm using WASD and there's Q and E. Like maybe that's supposed to be obvious, but like to me, normally if I'm using WASD and then you want me to do like rotational things, I think about like the arrow keys. So like I understand now what they were going for, but it wasn't what I thought they were saying to do, and it didn't. It's definitely not like an intuitive thing. Oh, it's time for spikes. It's time for the spikes. Get spiked. So like this is really awkward because the drag was like on the wrong side, which means I had to keep correcting for it. Oh my god, we made it to the next wave. Let's go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, you're... No. Ow. Okay, where are you coming from? This way? Oh no. No. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, so it got better when I understood where... Let me refresh the page. Will it give me the tutorial again? I want to see how the tutorial presented it. It will not give me the tutorial again. Terrible. See, here's the issue right here. Look at how this is presented. And I think the tutorial did this too. Right here, you have WASD and then you have QE. It's presenting these to go together. Like, you have one side here and you have another side here. This is not how this should have presented. Like, this, if they had presented this as control scheme 1 and control scheme 2, and then control scheme 1 was WASD to move and this to rotate, and then control scheme 2 was arrow keys to move and Q and E to rotate, it wouldn't have been confusing to understand what to do. Like, I don't know. That single-handedly almost made me just leave the game. Like, I was literally going to just leave the game and not do anything because I was like, what? Fascinating that they're doing a... You can win a Steam key for anti-Golfity. It feels a little bit weird to offer a Steam key for a game in a game jam. Like, I don't know if there's any rules against that, but this does feel weird. Like, it's not saying, rate the game, but it is saying prizes are awarded only if there's enough entries, which does feel like it's encouraging, like, oh, if you want a Steam key, make sure your friends play this and, you know, maybe rate it. Like, this feels kind of bad. Like, I'm not saying I think they were acting maliciously with this. Like, I'm not saying they were acting in bad faith. But, yeah, they also don't say how many entries are needed. I don't want to believe that they're acting in bad faith, because I could see just brainstorming someone say, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we offered a game, like a key to a game that we, you know, either know someone from or we worked on, or like, you know, if they just have a key for this game, I'm going to assume that it's like one of their games, which I mean also makes it seem kind of like advertising, which also feels kind of weird. Yeah, Anti-Golfity is one of their own games. So yeah, I guess no, it just feels kind of gross. I don't think they meant it in bad faith. But it feels like it's advertising on top of almost feeling like bribery kind of thing. Like it just does not feel good. Um yeah, someone here mentioned seeing similar concepts. There was a game I played like when I was in high school, like some old Flash game where it was like, what was it, Bubble Tank? It might have been called Bubble Tank. Did anyone ever play Bubble Tank? The idea of it was that you kept making like a big bubble vehicle, and whenever you could upgrade, you could spec into either um like thicker bubbles or more bubbles, like, and each thing like changed your tank certain ways, and it was it felt very dynamic. There was like a lot of different ways you could ultimately end up having this bubble tank, but the game played kind of like that. um Creativity, I mean, I don't know, it's not a unique concept, and I know lots of things aren't unique concepts, but I mean, it did do the countdown effect in it, which I guess would be the part of the creativity. And I do think the way they did the countdown effect and the way you could eat your things was interesting. You don't normally eat your own parts, so like, um, enjoyment. I was going to give enjoyment a 2 originally, because originally, before I realized what they wanted you to do with the controls, I thought that this felt so bad that it was actively unfun. After realizing what to do with the controls, my enjoyment went up. I'm willing to put enjoyment at 4. I still would have preferred like if it was smarter about spawning things, because like I felt like a lot of that I was just stalling. And that, you know, but it's a game jam thing. Um, Narrative, was there a narrative? We were just, I guess it was narrative, like we're defeating the viruses in the cell thing. Like artwork, um I mean, it was all pleasant to look at. Um, Audio was pretty catchy. All right. The next game, Terminal Velocity. Oh, this is one I'm going to have to actually install. Okay. It's been a while. We're going to go ahead and get some music playing while I do that. Here, I'll put you on Burt Cam while I'm getting set up. Okay. One moment. Torny brought me a fruit. Okay, there we go. Terminal velocity. First of all, this game opened in windowed mode at a size that's very comfortable. It's smaller than I would normally go for, but I'm okay with that. I don't like it when games are full screen when they start, and I don't like it when they're windowed but huge, massive, like way too big. Like this started very comfortably. We have controls for mouse sensitivity. That's great. We played that other game that was not great with mouse sensitivity. We can adjust the head bob. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I play Doom, but we might change it later. We can adjust the master volume. I turned it down a little bit. I turned it down because of the crowd, actually, though, so we'll turn it up. Crowd volume. We're going to turn that down. Music volume. We'll just leave it like that. Announcer. Speedrun timer. All right. Let's start. Entering. This loading screen was brought to you by Thirst Crusher.
Welcome back to Terminal Velocity, the universe's deadliest game show. Leave the green marker to start the countdown. If the door closes, you're eliminated. In this chamber, the contestant has to run forward. That's it. That's the room. In this room, we test the contestants' jumping skills.
For now, while they still have the ankles.
In this room, you slide. It's like playing limbo, but really fast.
I like C to slide.
Time
That's
for the wall running. Is your wall running? If so, you better go catch it.
Bob,
Haha, wordplay!
that's a different game, Bob.
The wordplay call out because it's a GMTK game. We might have gotten out of bounds. It's not my fault this time. It's not my fault this time. It's not my fault this time. There was a countdown, yeah. They're so floaty in the air, which is really weird because normally So, like, normally in first-person platformers, you typically want to be in the air as much as possible, because that's how you reduce, like, the friction on the ground. But in this one, it feels like I'm punished if I'm in the air.
The contestant has to push a box, but push it real good. The contestant needs to climb the box. The one we put there. It's the climbing box. In this room, the wall is sticky. You stick to it. That's the whole point. It's sticky, and it's a wall. Revolutionary. Can they do 3 things at once? We're about to find out. Wall-to-wall coverage here on Terminal Velocity. Oh, and they stuck the landing. See what I did there?
Really?
What?
The silly narration is very
One
good.
room.
Oh. Nope. Crap. I wanted to see what was out here. Okay, this time it was half my fault.
Floating Metal Cubes, sponsored by Mr. Pimble's Snack Puffs. Try our new, less radioactive formula. Mr. Pimble's Snack Puffs, available exclusively at Slop Mart locations.
I like when we slide, it did every other.
I remember the good old days. Pushing cubes, climbing them. Oh, college.
Ow.
Time for the Blimbo's Burgers Double Cube Push. Now with more meat. This wall is sticky just like a stick. Covered in something sticky.
Your commentary skills are truly unmatched.
You know, Susan, they say the real countdown is the friends we made along the way.
You know what? Fine.
Let's go.
And the contestant takes on the stepping stones of doom. Susan, have you ever seen a contestant perform like this?
Well, most of them are burned alive, so no.
In this room, down can sometimes be up, and up can sometimes be... I'm already lost. Just go through the course.
The shiny red floors have different gravity.
And the contestant is sliding sideways. Slideways? I need to write that down.
No.
This is it. The Octagon. The big finale. We've never made it this far. Let's see. Instructions. In the event the contestant reaches the Octagon, inform them that they must race against rising lava and press a button at the top of the center tower to claim their prize.
That seems rather excessive.
I know, isn't it great? Anyway, contestant 0451 enters the Octagon. And the lava begins to rise. To contestant 0451, the laws of physics are a suggestion. You know, Susan,
Shut up, I'm trying to watch.
oh my God, they're actually gonna make it. One box stands between you and victory.
No.
After 11 years, we finally have a winner. You are triumphant. Congratulations.
That was genuinely incredible.
Oh, God, we won. Bob and Susan were both voiced by the same person. That's very funny. They must have ran their voice through. I'm wondering which voice, like, I assume.
Which is their more accurate.
Yeah, exactly. I'm guessing Bob was the more fake voice, because Bob I could see being like a filtered voice. Oh, that's very loud. That's very loud. Okay. I did that. It was very good. It was very loud. So loud. Okay. That was good. You know, that was very fun. That honestly, I kind of want to link that to Bjorto. I feel like Bjorto also likes first-person platformers, and that was like a fun, you know, it was a fun first-person platformer, you know, thing.
Mhm.
Like, even though half of it was tutorial, it was fun to play. But then it also did have the silly like narrator stuff that was also very good. It was just all around a fun experience. Yeah. It did have a narration. We were a contestant slash. It felt almost like there was a portal thing going on where, like, you're like, they just drop people in this thing. Well, I guess there's a lot of like movies that have done that too. I feel like there was an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where that was the thing, like people being dropped into, like. Yeah, we were also an indie game developer. That was also a thing. Um, Yeah, I did notice in a bunch of levels we could skip stuff. It's like, note the intended route may not be the fastest one. Like, there was a lot of times where you did not have to climb a thing. So, um, it was simple artwork. Um, but I mean, I like the flat color basic things myself. Um, but yeah, I'd say it was all very good. But cancel. I hit save. Yeah, audio 100%. Audio very good. Yeah, that was solid. That was like a honestly, that would have been a good one to end on, but I mean I think we can play a few more. But like that was very fun. Worth needing to install it. Uh all right. This one we have Lover Drive or Lover Drive. I'm not sure which. Gamepad recommended. Okay, we'll get our gamepad out. L Overdrive. Well, oh my god, that's loud. Turn that down. Oh, the counter button doesn't seem to actually counter. I'm frozen. Uh-oh. There we go. I can move now. Ow. I don't know. I gotta say, I don't understand what the concept really is here. So a round is a timer, but killing enemies increases the timer. And, like, there's just an endless amount of enemies, so, like... And getting hit just decreases the timer, but you can just keep not getting hit. Like honestly, it's not that difficult to not get hit. And then we just get our time back, because it's really easy to... It, like, auto-aims. You basically just point a direction. You are just saying, do I want to shoot to the left or to the right? And then it auto-aims and everything. So... I don't really feel like there's a game that's going on. Like, this feels like it's just spamming a button to let the game play itself. And there's not... You have to... Oh, it's true. You don't have to leave this one. Okay, I think we're gonna let this end. Kidge, I finished Blueprints, so you don't have to leave a Blueprint screen ever again. You good. Now I can come watch your Blueprints more. I mean, I lurk in your Blueprint streams anyway, but... This was interesting. Yeah, I don't know. This seems like... I guess this game seems like it was a cool exercise, like, in terms of... Creating it seems like a good thing to do for a game jam. I just don't know if it was necessarily, like, an interesting game. You've death-linked lethal. Oh, no. That sounds terrifying, Deadly. That sounds so spooky. Creativity, I mean... I guess it was creative. It wasn't not creative. I don't know. Enjoyment, It's interesting because it seems like a lot of people commented, that they enjoyed the, like, the counter and the simplicity, but to me that just made it not feel like it was a game. Like, I don't know. There was also someone who said it reminded them like the Batman and the Spider-Man games, which those games are known for, like, a really cinematic combat system. And I would agree that this kind of did that, but, like, that combat system in those is typically, like, stringing together the rest of the game. Like, it's kind of filler. So this felt like kind of a filler segment. I don't know. I guess it's tricky because they were clearly going for this idea of, like, getting your score high and stuff. The cinematic combat assist for those still depends on like hitting the correct buttons. Yeah, it. So to some extent there was that in this. It's just there wasn't enough depth in the level for it to matter. Again, so the way it worked is I would press either left or right to decide if I was shooting to the left or the right. And then enemies were coming from both sides. But then if an enemy went to attack, there was an opportunity to do a counterattack. So I was doing counterattacks. It's just, I guess the issue is it didn't feel like it mattered that much. Because if I missed a counterattack, or if I just didn't pay attention to one side for a little bit, it wasn't very punishing. Like, someone coming and hitting me did not actually pose a threat. Like, it brought the timer down a little bit, but like that wasn't a really big deal because we would just shoot them and the time would go back up. Like, it felt like it was making you think there was a risk and there wasn't. And I mean, there's something to be said in that that's a big thing in game design. Like, the reality of a lot of game design is that you want people to feel like stuff is like, at risk, I guess. Like a thing that was discovered in games like Tunic and Mario Odyssey is you discovered people don't really like a death system kind of thing, and we're at a point where we don't really need them. It feels almost archaic from arcade games. But the problem is if you just completely remove any sort of punishment for dying in a game, then people don't feel attached to it. So you have to have something. But then it was discovered that you can make that something be functionally meaningless. In Mario Odyssey, you lose a few coins. In Tunic, you lose a few coins. And in your brain, you're like, oh my god, we can't die. I can't lose. You know, I've died.
All my stuff.
But like the reality is you literally don't actually get penalized in those games.
Nothing.
Yeah, you lose nothing in either of those games for dying. So like it's poll time. Oh my god, what's the poll? A Link to the Past, Tetris Effects, Thank Goodness, Chivos, and Minute. I guess we'll say more Zelda. Clint needs to finish the Zelda game. So I don't know. I feel like this game was a very good jam game in terms of an exercise to create something. And I think that what they created was conceptually very cool. Like it felt like there was a cinematic thing. It just like it seemed like there was a kind of cool concept, and what was there was very well developed. Like you know, there was full like combat going on that was very clearly combat, and the enemies and the main character all had like some sort like a design to them. For being like a 4-day game jam, this actually seemed very interesting. I just didn't enjoy the actual gameplay, and it didn't feel like a game as much as just like an extended QuickTime event kind of thing. So my enjoyment was fairly low. I don't think there was a narrative, but I'm gonna go double check again. Yeah. But I think the artwork, the gun sound was very repetitive, which was part of why I finally would like stop because I didn't want to hear the gun sound more. But like it was there. What bothers me is it bothers me that I feel like I can't rate the thing that I found, like the categories that are presented to rate this. I don't feel like fully do this game justice because I think that there was a cool thing that was there. I just don't feel like there's a way to express that here because I don't know. It was neat. It just I don't know. I guess I wish there was maybe levels. I think maybe if it had been not just keep this timer going forever, but if it had been like get the timer to 30 seconds and then like wave 2, you look at there had been waves, something to make it feel more like a game and not just like an endless quick time event thing. I don't know. But it was very, like, well done for what it was. Hello, Glizzy on the beat. I hope you're doing well today. All right. The next game, let me see here. Let me see here. It is this one here. It is. Boop. Boop. Residual. All right. Yeah, no, that is fine. I will add that. I don't know if I will get to it today because I have like 10. I think there's 10 games currently. They're like maybe 8. But I can't be going too much longer tonight. So I probably will not get today, but I do have intention of playing literally all games that have been linked to me so far. So but yeah, they may not all be today. All right, let us go ahead and download Residual. Gonna take one moment to set it up. Let me go ahead and switch you over to Burt Cam while I get that going. I accidentally started the game. Oh no. Hold on. One moment. We need to turn that down. That was so loud. Oh my goodness. Let's do 50% volume. Okay, restart. I see. This game has the kind of annoying thing where if over half your body is... Well, not over half your body. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I need to turn it down more though. That's... I will say so far, I'm not a huge fan of the sound design in this. The clicking is not particularly a pleasant clicking, and then the big that, not necessarily my favorite sound. Oh. Okay, let's put a basic stepping stone here. Oh god, I wish we could speed up this timer. Needing to wait 10 seconds for this each time. Is there... Hold on, does the page have, like, controls? Hold on, let me go to the page. One moment. No, I don't think there's a speed up thing. You may not like it, but this is peak performance or something like that. No! That's not ideal. No! Lamar, maybe I should put my music back on. Ugh. Oh my god. Wait a second. I don't actually know if this level is beatable. Hold on. Because you need all of the time to make another jump. Like, your jump is so floaty. Like, I'm not holding the jump button. The jump is just genuinely very floaty. I don't know if it's possible to actually... I need another platform there, but I don't have time to jump there. Yeah, I don't think this level is possible. Okay, I gotta see. Did somebody talk about this? Did I thought I did, but maybe not. Here, let me post the link. Interesting. So, it seems like, I mean, based on at least some comments, this level should be beatable, but it's just very tight. Oh, you know what? Hold on, I think I might have figured out what to do. No. No, that's not gonna work. No. See, I think something like that maybe could do it. Yeah, so my thinking is... But maybe... Okay, maybe... Hold on. I think I have an idea. Oh, okay. I think that'll work. So the issue is we have to make up for how floaty we are. I don't know why I restart. That was like, I could have still used that run. So since we're really floaty, we need to force platforms to be where we're gonna land. That's not gonna work. There it is. Oh. Wait. Thunder. Oh no. No. No! No! Prison! There we go. Stop. Oh, it ended the game. The game ended. No. Thundar, there's been a few games that I've played this jam, including this one, that not only did not have Coyote Time. So like Coyote Time, you have to specifically add, so I kind of get it. But for some reason, there's been multiple games, including this one, that did not actually account for the entire bottom of the player model. They have like multiple games have just looked at some sort of center point or right around the center point. So in that game, those like, in that last level, those little pillars, I literally could not jump off them because like not enough of me was considered on the ground. So I don't think that game looked at the center point, but that game counted how much of me on the ground, and it didn't consider enough of me to be on the ground. Which was not great. Yeah, I just think it does not feel good at a platformer to not be able to jump off the ground. Okay, let's go. What time is it? It's almost 9. We can probably do one more game before I gotta go to bed. So creativity, I'll give it a 3. Like, we've seen a couple of games now that had this idea of like corpses being left behind from a timer. This didn't really have a whole lot going on other than that. Enjoyment, I did not enjoy playing that. I didn't like the jump, and I really did not like waiting. I see in the comments there's a lot of people who talked about that, like forcing someone to wait 10 seconds over and over again, especially when multiple things, like you just had to restart. And if you had to restart a level because of placing a block in the wrong spot, if you had to restart a level, you had to redo your other placements. You couldn't just go back a block. So it felt like a huge waste of time. John, you did see that we got past level, right? We beat all the levels. I figured out the issue. Yeah, a dedicated... There has been a bunch of games that have relied on a countdown, and in almost every single one of them, they would have been immensely improved if there could have been a button to just say, put me at the end of the countdown. Pretty much all of them. That was one of them. There was an eyeball level. There was an eyeball game that was one of them. You got to the one that was the 2 buttons to bring... Yeah, are you John, are you talking about the one where one of the buttons is, like, gets blocked by the two walls? That's the final level. If it's 2 buttons to bring a single wall down, that was, like, the second level. Yeah. It would be really easy to get that level done in like the incorrect order and have to redo it, I think, like from the beginning. Narrative, I don't think this game had a narrative. It's fine. Artwork, this game didn't necessarily have a ton in the way of artwork. Oh wow, I thought that would just make a pop-up image. I didn't know this was gonna like open a separate thing, but this game didn't necessarily have a ton in the way of artwork. But, it did feel like they just made, you know, some sprites to go with it, and I liked that. Audio, I did not like the audio. It did have audio. I found the ticking to be, kind of grating, and the, sound, there was a lot I didn't like about the audio. I think if for the countdown they had like done a more like dulled sound, and yeah, John, that was one of the things I was talking about. Like the biggest problem is like, so in this little screenshot here, I guess you can't really see, it's very tiny, but they show an example, you know, where you had to like build the staircase up where it takes like, you know, at least 3 of your corpses. But each corpse is a 10-second wait that you can't speed up. Which means if you mess up in the middle of that, that's a minimum of 30 more seconds you have to, like, redo just to redo something you've already done. Like, and it doesn't feel engaging. Like, there's a lot of games where you have to redo stuff. Hollow Knight, like, games with a run back to a boss. The run back to a boss usually takes, like, you know, a chunk of time. So, like, that's kind of a thing. I have actually seen a bunch of discussions on games with runbacks saying that, like, it seems like it's been kind of figured out how long it can take a run back before people start to find it frustrating. And this was actually a conversation once in one of the archipelagos. The events I did, we were talking about this because of like Deathlink and stuff. Like, The Witness, I play The Witness with Deathlink on, and when someone dies, The Witness gets a bonk effect where you just can't move for 10 seconds. And then if another one happens, it like gets added onto that kind of, it's like logarithmic. But anyway, what's fascinating is that there's like some games where they can get back to where they were in less than the 10 seconds. I feel like depending on where you are and where your last bench is, Hollow Knight, you can actually get back to a lot of places very quickly in Hollow Knight, depending on what your movement is. And then, but yeah, there's like other games where it's not that, it doesn't actually take that long to get back, so it doesn't feel bad. It's fine. But needing to spend like up to potentially over a minute to reset up something in this game felt very bad. The countdown sound threw me off. I could see that with the... I could see that being like very not ideal when you're trying to write music. There's just a big sharp tick, although it could be metronomic. The hitboxes weren't great either. Yeah, I don't know if like hitboxes themselves were much of a factor in this because they seemed pretty rigid, but what they were looking for to decide whether or not you could jump was not good. That felt very bad. I do feel bad. I have not been commenting, leaving feedback like I normally would in jams. I normally do that after streams, but I've usually been going until I need to go get ready for bed. So maybe I'll try and do, maybe tomorrow or something. I'll like try and do a big comment, or maybe after the jam. Well, there's a lot of people that do work on like post jam versions, so maybe I'll go comment more post jam. Okay, let's do at least one more. I don't have to go to bed quite this second, so we could do one more. Taxi Rumble. The ultimate countdown. 100 to 1. 100 taxis, 99 checkpoints, 1 winner. I'm almost concerned. Press space or enter. Oh,
Hey man, your buddy's waiting for a ride, and so are 99 other taxis. Only one of you is picking him up. Get moving. The deal? 99 checkpoints stand between you and him. At every single one, whoever's stuck and dead last gets pulled off the road. For good. But watch this. Your cab's running hot. Top speed 250 fresh off the lot. Every other taxi out there, somewhere between 180 and 350. What's the catch? The further back you are, the faster you go. Every checkpoint hands the stragglers a speed boost to help them catch up. So leading the pack feels great right up until everyone else comes screaming past. Here's the math. Plus 0.1 top speed for every position you are behind per checkpoint. Cruise through the lead? That's nothing. Limp in at both place? At 80th place, that's a permit plus 8. And it stacks every checkpoint. Push too far ahead and they'll run you down. Fall too far behind, you're the one getting cut. Find your line, don't get greedy.
I think it's kind of interesting that they explained that, like, it would have been, like, I don't know, figuring out the optimal way to play, I feel like would have been more interesting. But I can see a lot of people that wouldn't, like, understand what to do. So. Okay. Well, I don't. This does suffer from the like like repeating engine sound that doesn't feel great. Which suddenly died, and I'm not. Oh, it's back. Okay. Well, that's okay. I mean, other than that, it seems like the concept is interesting. I mean, it's just a racetrack, but then, like, the concept of we're permanently gaining a speed boost by not being in first is interesting. Oh, did I go through that? Uh-oh. I don't know if those are counting or not. Oh. Oh. What? Were we last? Okay, I think that the one that I did miss, I think that one killed it. What? Is this the same level? Oh, it was. Yeah, I just forgot it started like this. I'm on top of a bunch of cars. I'm like, okay, let's just stay in the back a bit. I think I do need to hit the checkpoints, though. I think that was the thing. I think I lost the other one because I didn't go through the checkpoint, and I was thinking it, like, I couldn't tell if it counted or not. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, that time we were the back. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's... Yeah, the last whoever's the last one to go past a checkpoint gets eliminated. I just didn't think we were actually the last one. That one. This is an interesting concept. I would love to play this kind of thing in like a Mario Kart setting, or something where like it's a traditional racetrack setting, not like a isometric. I don't like car driving games that are like top down like this. Um, you lost doesn't matter if you no it. So if you're last, you literally like John. I think that's the whole thing though. Like, so if there's 100 checkpoints basically and 100 cars, and the 100th car does not actually pass the first checkpoint, and then the second checkpoint, the 99th car doesn't pass it. Like the cars are being eliminated. At least that's what they said in the rules. Uh, I don't know. It mentions it somewhere. In the original start, it was. That's a good question. I assume that it's stored permanently, but I didn't see where it was saying it. Like, I'll just do one more because I'm curious. Oh, it's probably in that rules. Yeah, max should be what our like max possible speed is. How long is current backlog? This is probably the last game I'm playing tonight. I am going to play more tomorrow. Oh my god, I'm way off. Why am I way over here? Oh no. Ah! Ah! Oh no! Oh, we didn't. Okay, well. Hmm. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, it adds to the max possible. So this will be the last one I play tonight, but I don't have an exact count. I just have tabs open in my browser, and I think when I looked, I think there's between 8 or 10 other games right this minute. Well, but John, there won't be there won't be 100 people though. Like that's what I'm getting at. Because at that spot there won't be that many people. Like you have to be last to be eliminated. Because there's exactly a number of cars per the checkpoints. So, like, you have to be last. Because that's why, like at checkpoint 50, there's 50 cars. I'm stuck on this tree. Oh no. Well, we're stuck on this tree. Well, we die if we go over that checkpoint. So I think we just don't go. Oh, oh well. We can't lose if we don't play the game, right? Wait, how are other cars being eliminated? Well, okay, because I guess they're passing by the checkpoints. I just haven't been eliminated yet because I haven't passed through the checkpoint. That would kill me. I have discovered what? Wait. Go back. Hold on. We can drive into that hill. Yes. Yes, this is where I want to be. We're in the mines. We have found the sweet home underground. Oh. This is where I was meant to be in the car. My car yearns for the mines. Oh. Oh. Wait, what? Excuse me? Okay, first of all, we can drive on this water-like thing. Second of all, there's like a town here? What? Excuse me, other car? Is this just a hose in the middle of the ground? Yeah. It's very funny to me that there's this much detail. Yeah, that's a good question. I do wonder if you drive through this at all, or if this is just like actually out of bounds. Oh, yep. Well, apparently we fell off the map. I like why have no other cars been eliminated? Shouldn't we be like down to the last one at this point? I does yearn for the mines. You know, you ever heard like the idea of taking a nice countryside drive? You think this is what they meant? Oop, wait. Hold on. Is this land below this land? I think so. Oh! Interesting, interesting. Have you ever heard of taking a nice void side drive? Like next to the void and the abyss? Oh, I love those void trees. Mm. I love how much unnecessary map there is. Like, what is going on? Why is there so much map? Like, why did they have so much map? I wonder if they had like they just drew like a big square, like a big green square, and then had like a tree placing brush thing. Oh. Oh. Well, that was fake. All right. All right. Well, we'll call it there. You think the entire map is an asset they downloaded? Oh, you know, I wonder if they have credits about that. 3D environment assets. Oh, that's what you were saying earlier. You were saying like you wonder if they took the city or they took the racetrack that was just part of another thing, which I think that is what it is, because it looks like they took the Poly Megapolis City Pack. It's weird to me that there were checkpoints then in the city part, if that wasn't even supposed to be part of it, but maybe the course does actually go to there eventually. Yeah, that was an interesting take on the theme. Yeah, I drove over some of the checkpoints in the city. That's what I was talking about. I was saying it was weird to me. I was saying it was very strange to me that there were checkpoints there, but it didn't seem like that connected to the main. Like, I was very far away, it felt like, by the time I got there from the main map. So I was saying it was weird to me that there's checkpoints there because I don't see how you got to those checkpoints. But maybe they did eventually connect, so I don't know. It just takes 4 hours. You checkpoint 14 and 15. Just a scenic drive. One of the things that I really dislike about the rating in this jam, and I don't remember if this was true of last year's, but I feel like normally there's a category for how on the theme you are. I know I said one of the other previous days that I assume they got rid of that category because they didn't want people to go so all in on the theme that like the games were unfun. But like maybe if there was a category that was use of the theme, like interesting use of the theme or something, because someone else commented on it in the comments and I agree that like this was an interesting usage of the countdown theme, like having a bunch of cars and then each one, you know, that like the checkpoints counting down, like that concept seems very interesting. It's like a last man standing but done in a very different way. Is this how Super Mario 256 worked? Did Super Mario 256 kind of work like this too? I don't know. I didn't play it. Cause it wasn't the way that worked where it was like 256 Marios and then like only like one of them couldn't make it, or could everyone keep making it? Was there not an elimination factor to that? Creativity, I'm gonna say 5 for creativity. Enjoyment, I'll say 4. I feel like maybe my enjoyment was more of a 3 in reality, but like I liked the concept a lot. I just don't like this type, but like the reason I didn't enjoy it is because I don't like this type of driving game. Like if it was behind the camera in the car kind of thing, I would have enjoyed that a lot more. Like I like Mario Kart style. There's a mode like that in the recent Mario games. I didn't know that in the Mario Kart. Narrative. Was there a narrative? Like, I know there were rules. I don't remember there being an actual narrative. Like, there was your buddy's waiting for a ride and so are 99 other taxis. Like, oh, I guess the idea is that somebody has to pick up the person. I see. Artwork. I'm also always torn with the artwork category on ones where, like, everything is used from asset stores. Like, yes, you can have very good artwork, but then it's less interesting because you didn't make it, you know, to an extent. But, like, at the same time, when you compare that to a game that, like, doesn't have artwork, like, I guess I would rather, if you know you can't make the artwork, I would rather, you know, getting assets so that the game looks interesting kind of thing. So, we'll go for it. Okay, well, you're right. There wasn't really anything in. I didn't get to the end, so I mean, if at the very end we did in fact find our buddy waiting for us, that would be a thing. Or, you know, if we got a call from them at the beginning in the game, that would also be a thing. Audio, I really didn't like the engine sound. I think it would have been better without the car engine sound, but if they were gonna go for a car engine sound, I think car engine sounds need to be way more like... I don't know if complex is the word I want here. It was a very repetitive engine sound that I did not enjoy. Yeah, I gotta head out. I've got to go start getting ready for bed. This is the downside of when I don't have Wednesday off. Like more of my early morning days. All right. I don't know if Nico is still here. Nico, if you want to post a game link, by the way, I'll still add it to my list of games. I know Nico asked what my backlog was like. I would still add it to the games that I play, even if I don't get to it today. Did you end up submitting TUI? No. I was asked by multiple people to not play TUI without playing the game properly first. Even though I disagree. Beaver said that if I played TUI without playing it properly first, that he would play something. I don't remember which thing anymore. But he would play something without playing it, and I don't trust Beavers to not actually go through with that. Like, if Beavers went through with it, it was going to be very upsetting to me, so... The next game for when I resume this, by the way, is called The Dread Manor of Count Bloodula, which is a fun... Oh, this might be the point-and-click game that someone submitted. They mentioned it was like a... I think this might be the point-and-click game. Oh my god. We have a Colette doing Zelda. We have... Who's all doing stuff?
Peepers and Beavers are doing something. Tui, Banjo Tui.
The Peepus Beavers, Tui. Well, I kind of feel like we gotta go to the Peepus Beavers, don't we? I feel like we kind of got it. So... Alright. Thank you to everyone that was hanging out today. Is there a possible point in time where you might stream Tui in the future? Yeah? Maybe. I have never... I gotta think about it. I haven't done, like, first playthroughs of a game that's, like, an older game on stream. Like that. So, I also have to decide if I want to stream it the way that I'd be playing it for randomizer, or if I want to wait until I have, like, a Switch 2 and have my Switch, because I'm pretty sure you can get it through, like, the eShop for Switch 2. I don't know. For a long time, I had no plans of ever, like, streaming emulated content on my stream, and then I started doing the Archies, so... I don't know. We'll decide. I don't know. But anyway, it's better I don't. Have a good night.